Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are and you are listening to my lecture. This is Muneeb Jamal, your instructor for the course that is known as FBT or BT Business and Technology. We'll be discussing quite a few things about ACCA and this subject, and I will make you go through all the details of this subject that you need to ace this exam. Before jumping on to the formal chapters, we will discuss you can say a brief introduction of this subject. What I say about this subject is something that a quotation you can take, or a saying you can take, or a proverb you can take from English. That is, you can say this subject is for someone who needs to be, jack of all, you know, and master of none. Jack of all and master of none. This is what the subject tells you. So yeah, here we start this subject. So what does this subject include? This includes 100% compulsory questions that you need to attempt in your examination, all of which will be MCQs and MTQs. Okay, this exam is for two-hour examination having 50% passing marks. Two-hour examination having 50% passing marks. Okay. Later on, this subject contains two sections in your examination. Section A includes 30 questions having 2 marks each, which 10 amounts to 60 marks, and 60 questions having 1 mark each. So the rest 24 marks from 100 are from 6 questions having 4 marks each. These are from different sections. You have 6 sections, that is A, B, C, D, E, and F. So there are 6 sections, and you will be attempting 1 question from each section having 24 marks in total. So this is the brief introduction of how you will be attempting questions in your examination. Okay, so your requirements in your examination will be set out in different ways. How? Choosing more than one correct response, such as selecting true answers from up to 6 options. You might be having 6 options and you will have to choose 1 answers from them. Okay. Matching definitions or descriptions to the word or phrases that they represent. Click on the correct response in a graph or a diagram, selecting the correct words or phrases from a drop-down list. Meaning, you will be given a drop-down list and you'll have to attempt only one correct MCQ out of it. Okay. So, how to score well in this examination? See, we have just seen how much are we going to get out of this exam. We need 50% passing marks. How the examination MCQs are divided, we know about that. So the question arises, how to score well in this examination, how to ace this examination. So you need, first of all, what do you need? You need good command over English language. I repeat, you need good command over English language. I cannot emphasize as much. Why? This whole subject is in English, as we all know it, but the English standard of this particular subject is quite high. I will say standard language or professional language is used in this examination, so you will need quite good, reasonable command over English language to ace this examination. Number 1. Number 2, it is a lengthy subject. It is a lengthy subject. So what do you need to do? You need to cover all aspects of subject in a reasonable manner. Okay. Third, you need to understand the concepts instead of rote learning. Rote learning will take you nowhere. So you need to understand the concepts therein lie in the subject to ace this examination. Any questions or any confusion, I am here to entertain you. I am here to entertain all your queries, your questions. Every confusion, I'll answer to them. Okay. Last but not the least, the most important thing is revision. I would say if you prepare for a subject, I'll say you have covered all of it. Okay, let's see, you're living in an ideal world and you have covered all of the subject, but you have not done any kind of revision. Let me tell you, this is the recipe for disaster. This is the recipe for failure. So what do you need to do? You need to, if you have prepared 80%, 90%, but you have to revise at least twice. You have to revise the subject at least twice. Then you'll be able to ace this examination. Otherwise, you will be in great jeopardy. So yeah, here's the broad outline of this course. We'll be dealing with 6 sections. A, B, C, D, E and F. We'll be looking at these sections in great detail in the upcoming sessions. How to tackle MCQs? First, skim the paper. Skim the paper means you have received your paper. Now you have to skim through it. You have to go through all the questions first. Identify easy questions. Those questions that you know you are surely aware of. Do not indulge your time in those questions that you find difficult at the start. This will lessen your confidence. Okay. After that, attempt from easy to difficult. As I said, do not indulge in difficult questions at the outset, at the beginning. Okay. Attempt easier ones. Why? It will boost your confidence. Okay. On the contrary, if you try to solve difficult questions that you do not know answer of, that you are not sure of, it will hamper your confidence and jeopardize your overall performance. Okay, answer first or see option first. Whatever suits you best. You can answer first. How? You have seen a question and you haven't seen the answers, so you think in your head what could be the answer, and then you see the option and you capitalize on that. You see the answer in your head and the answers given match. There you go. You have done a great job. And the second technique is you have to see the answers first. You will see answers and you will say, oh, okay, I know the answer. Yes, now I know the answer. And you will check that. Both of the approaches work. Whatever suits you best, you go for it. And if none of the option matches your answer, then if none of the options matches your answer, then what will you do? You'll cry. Of course not. You'll do better than that. How? If you do not know the answer of question, control your nerves. Calm yourself down. Believe in yourself. You say to yourself in your head, okay, this is one question. All right, if I not know the answer, I'll take a good guess. Okay, then what do? You'll reread the question. You'll reread the question again. Okay, after that, you'll eliminate those options that you are sure of that are wrong. You know that these options cannot be correct in any given scenario. So you'll rule out them. You'll outrightly deny them. After that, consider option which is most likely to be correct. After filtering out those options that you are aware of, that you are sure of, that they cannot be right, consider that option that you know this could be the possible answer. After that, if you fail to come to any conclusion, you have done everything in possible way, everything possible in this world, you have thought over it, you have think about it, and even then you are not aware of the answer, just guess. Take a good guess, okay? You don't need to worry, you just take a good guess, but not, I repeat, not, I cannot emphasize enough, not in any given scenario leave the question. There are no negative markings of attempting question. You need to attempt all of the questions. This is a brief introduction from my side to the orientation of FBT. Now we'll move formally towards the chapters, towards the lectures. I hope you will enjoy my lectures as much as I do giving them. Hope to see you soon in my next lecture. Thank you so much.